Germany continues to sell more and more Bitcoin. Just yesterday, even in my Sunday walk video, in my sports score, right? I was looking at if Germany sold any more over the weekend. It seemed like they kind of stopped. Like, it seems like whoever is in charge of selling is off on the weekend, so they don't actually sell on the weekend. But, you know, people are noticing. They sent over another 1,000 Bitcoin to Bitstamp, Coinbase, and this unknown wallet. There's this other wallet that no one seems to know, but it is definitely one that they're using to sell, right? Arkham doesn't even know this other wallet address. It's probably Binance, if I had to guess, right? But again, they continue to sell more and more and more Bitcoin to all these different exchanges. Why no deal? Even Justin Sun, even though I despise Justin Sun and I don't trust him one bit, why would they not just make a deal with someone, right? Call someone up, do like a large OTC sell or something like that, right? Call Coinbase up, call any of these guys up, do an OTC sell, and that's done. It's done, right? You could sell your $2 billion worth all at the same time, maybe at a little discount. But to do this, a continuous 1,000, 500,000 sell, it's just not smart. Even from their perspective, right? If they're trying to collect as much money as they can from the Bitcoin sale, then why would you continue to drop the market down what they're selling, right? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So this, unfortunately, is still ongoing. A lot of people are speculating that not just Germany, but a lot of Mt. Gox creditors are also selling. So here's one showing this one whale depositing 809 Bitcoin, 45 million to Binance, right? And he already deposited 7,790 to Binance before, so he's definitely unloading quite a lot, right? Is it because this person just got like 15,000 Bitcoin or 13,000 Bitcoin distributed back to them from Mt. Gox, and now they're finally able to sell and take profits, right? Could be something like that. So between the two, between this unknown, I don't know, I guess it's unknown selling from both of these entities, right? We just don't know when or if they're going to sell, I guess, because not every creditor is going to sell, to be honest. If you think about it, not everyone is going to sell. Some will, but not everyone. And I think majority of them are still going to be holding. But still, we don't know, right? We just don't know. But here's the thing. What did I say yesterday, right? There are a lot of things that we can control and a lot of things that we cannot, right? We cannot control whether or not Mt. Gox creditors dump more. We cannot control if Germany decides to dump more at any given time. But what can we control? If you want to comment on anything I've said in this video, make sure you head over to the Roundtable. The Roundtable is a new social media platform created for conversations. And best of all, it's spam-free, bot-free, unlike here on YouTube. And you could have conversations with me and others like Altcoin Daily, Scott Melker, Maro Nafal, and many others are joining daily. And you also get rewarded in tokens for doing so. So check out the new Roundtable. Click the link in the description below. Well, here's a really good example of an email from 11 years ago. Okay, this is from a billionaire CEO of Pantera, Dan Moorhead, right? So it's kind of the same thing. And you know what? This is what he could control. This is his exact email from 11 years ago where he wrote to Pete, Mike, and Adam. And he says, the forecast Bitcoin washout happened very quickly. Bitcoins are now trading at $65, exactly half the price they were trading at our first meeting on May 28th. I think we should buy aggressively now, right? And then he goes on and makes some points, and he's like, I'm going to buy 30,000 Bitcoins this weekend with personal money. The fund can have this purchase or not, as others wish. I just want to get involved, right? He understood. If you guys thought Saylor is the OG in this space, right? He's not. There are so many that saw the potential of Bitcoin back in the day, right? Back in 2011, 12, 13, 14, 15, and so forth, right? So this is what I mean by what you can control. You can't control external forces. There are always times where we have FUD, we have a lot of sell-offs, we have a lot of black swan events. Those things you cannot control. But what you can control is whether or not you have patience to continue to hodl and to DCA along the way. Because people that have DCA'd along the way have made millions or billions off of Bitcoin. That's the reality, right? So Dan Moorhead obviously purchasing 30,000 Bitcoin back in the day, well, you just times it by where we are now. That's quite a lot. And so many others did too. You just don't know, right? The long-term holders, they continue to hodl and DCA. That's why you're getting more and more in the supply being removed from the miners and the exchanges. When in doubt, zoom out. Okay, so of course that example was from 11 years ago. But let's just go back. Let's just go back a year ago, right? Year to date for Bitcoin is still up 34%, which is still higher than the US growth asset, the US NASDAQ 100, the US large caps, gold, EM stocks, commodities, mid caps, on and on and on. So it may not seem like it. It may seem like Bitcoin is down and out and maybe going down further. It is still the best performing asset year to date in 2024. And let's not forget in 2023, it was definitely the best returning asset at 155%. And overall, even with those horrible negative years of 2014, 2018, and 2022, where we saw 58% down, 73% down, 65.5% down, even with those averaged in, Bitcoin is still giving 146% annualized return. That means each year it's roughly averaging 146%, right? Last year we were at 156%. So just think about that for a second, right? Bitcoin always goes through these slumps. There are always fuddish moments, right? But what you can control is whether or not you stay in the game. And if you do stay in the game, the longer you stay, the more you make. That's just how it is. It's really that simple. It really is that simple. But there are scary times sometimes.